Next week on our episode, you are going to know that part is very important. Okay, good evening. My name is Paul Chima. I was speaking to you on the difference between criminal law and civil law. Now, first of all, you need to know what law is. What is law? Laws are rules that regulate the conduct of humans living in a particular society. That is what law is. There are two divisions of laws. We have the civil law and we have the criminal law. As regards the civil law, this is the law that regulates the private activities of persons. For example, between Mr. A and Mr. B, such that if Mr. A should infringe on Mr. B's rights, Mr. B can sue Mr. A. The distinction with it as regards criminal law is that criminal law is crime against the state, such that they have been written down in a code or an act. For example, the Criminal Code, the Sex Offences Act. These are examples of criminal law. And a very good quality of criminal law is that criminal law are usually written down. For a thing to be a crime, by virtue of section 30(12) of the Nigerian Constitution, such crime was written down and it must be prohibited. It's not something that the state can come up at any day and say that such act you don't know to do it or such act is prohibited. It's something that must have been existing in a law and the citizens are aware that these things are existing. However, ignorance of the law is not an excuse. What I mean by the citizens are aware that this particular law is existing is that the law has already been passed by the House of Assembly or the National Assembly, as the case may be, and it's already a law. Whether the citizens know that this is existing or not is irrelevant. What is material is that this law has been properly passed by a competent legislature. So once an act has been written down and has been prohibited, it is known as criminal law. The difference between criminal law and civil law is that criminal law is written down and they go with penalties. And another thing as regards criminal law is that criminal law is an act against the state, such that the person who you've offended cannot sue you. It is the state that is going to sue you. The state will sue you and prosecute you for the crime that you've committed. Such is criminal law. But in civil law, a state does not come in for civil law. The person who you have hurt will simply sue you, and whatever I get goes to him only. However, in criminal law, this is not the case. So these are the main distinctions between criminal law and civil law.